Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Crossover Project Part 2, the replacements. So you see I have one left hand there, and then I have my left hand here. So a couple minor issues, nothing major. I am going to have to take some of this out or soften this ballast. So I could either go shorten this track right here, this section right here, shorten it a little bit, and then move this up. Possibly. I'm not sure how that's going to affect that. So I gotta take it out anyways. And then I would have to basically replace this section. So it would be from here to right here. Essentially just making it a little longer if I move this up. So, or I could possibly cut a little bit off of this, like maybe, I don't know, 2 inches. Slide this back 1.5 to 2 inches. We'll say 1.5 to 2 inches, right? Add a little bit, add another piece from here to obviously wherever this lands, and then take, you know, a small maybe 1.5 to 2 inch piece and stick it here in between these two for that section, because these two, like their sisters, they butt together. So anyways, this piece right here is just gonna have to be replaced no matter what. I'll just add a longer piece. So, all right, well, that'd be that. Stay tuned. I'll be back. All right, so for starters, I just wet this down from here to about right here, and obviously this spot right here. And I'm gonna take out the track nails while the water kind of works its way in, softens it up, and then I can take it out. Stay tuned. So, softened up enough to at least get it up a little bit. So I just got a little bit of cleaning up to do here, and you know, we'll hopefully take it from there and see where we're at. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. So I was able to slide the rail joiners off of this section right here. Lifting it up should allow me, I believe I have one more, probably have one more track nail in there somewhere. So down over here, I gotta look at it. So stay tuned. Okay, so I did have 2 track nails on the side over here, so I got them out. I'm like, it won't move, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's got to be some track nails in there. So I got this piece out. I am just gonna set it off to the side for a minute and do a little more cleaning up here. I'll kind of just put this off to the side, like we got this other pile from yesterday. I don't know if you can see that. There's the other pile, so I'll reuse it. I'm just gonna kind of clean it up some. All right, stay tuned. All right, so after careful consideration, my plan is to obviously have it, the new switch, butt up to this switch right here. I'm gonna use the buffer disc on my Dremel to clean the sides for the rail joiners, and then once it's together, I'll solder it. I'm also gonna have to drill another hole, or make this hole a little bigger for the switch machine, for the Smale. So I'm going to do that. Of course, I'll probably do that once I know everything's snug and, you know, everything's placed in. This switch right here is going to be butted up with this switch, and I'll have to cut a little bit off of this, and it might be offset like a hair or two, but I don't think it's not going to be too bad. Because I did this, I was thinking maybe if I did like, let's see, like 2 inches, right? So that you could see throws this off a little bit, which realistically, yeah, it probably wouldn't look too good, especially if I had a piece kind of curving in. So even at, we'll say, 1.5 inches, it's still kind of offset. So this is going to be a little more tolerable, I think, from my view. So I'm going to make it work regardless. So with that being said, I still have this gap right here. So I am going to unsolder these feeder wires, and I'm going to take this piece of track out, basically from right here to here. That's going to come out, and I'll just put another piece of code 100 in there, and we'll call it good. And then I can focus on this side. This track right here is already going to have to, I can tell you right now, I'm going to have to trim that track down, which is fine, and replace this piece because I'll have a big gap right here. So I'm just going to replace this piece and replace this piece. So that'd be that. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got my Dremel out. I just need to change the tip. Safety glasses, obviously. So I'm going to utilize the wire brush first to clean out, just clean the sides off of that track there. Enough for the rail joiners to make the proper connection. And then after I wire brush it, I'm going to use this little fiberglass pen that was gifted to me from Almar. Let's see if we can zoom in. There you go. There it is. So it has these like fiberglass, I don't know what you want to call them. Whatchamacallits. I don't know. It's something that helps clean the surface off any area before you solder it. So we're going to do that. All right, stand by. So did my wire brushing. And I'm just going to kind of just gently, not really gently, but not too strongly either. Just kind of clean these ends up so I get a good connection with the rail joiners and the solder when I solder it. And of course, I got my mirror to see the other side of the rail, so that works. Stand by. Alright, so I got the track clips in. I got to drill out my nail holes, and I usually, this one didn't come with one in the middle here, so I put one in there anyways. So I got those, and then I got to pop that little spring out. I just put them out to the side in case if I want to put it back in. I did that to the others over there. So this guy's in. I'm definitely going to have to drill that hole a little bigger because the center for the whatchamacallits there, the switch lead here, is definitely off center. So okay, and just a little tidbit about these clips. I had them on the switch, and I'm trying to put the switch in, and I'm like, why won't it go on? But I forgot, LOL, to take off the other part of the track clip that was on this rail. So anyways, got them off. All right, stand by. So I'll see if I could do this carefully. If anybody is new to taking these clips out, I already pulled one up, pried one up here on the top. See if I can do this. So there's these tabs, these metal tabs, and basically you want to pull it up and away. So generally, if I can do this right, probably shouldn't be using this, but it worked on the other one. I'll try not to cut myself. Yeah, I'm just going to lay it down flat and try to get the blade in there. Alright. Really? Come on. These are sharp medical blades, so just get under there and just kind of pry it away from the rail, and that just slides out. If you look underneath, right here, you got this tab, right? It's the underside of it. Pop that guy out. Let's see if I can do that. So you got this guy, and then you got this like little metal piece right here. It's kind of acts like the spring. And of course you got the plastic part on top. So that essentially should fall out. And there you have it. So those three pieces allow this to basically swing freely. There you go. Allowing the smail not to actually work as hard, or I don't have to get a bigger gauge wire. So anyways, stand by. So you can see I saved my other ones, the other little mechanisms there that help make that switch sturdy and hold. So anyways, stand by. Alright, so now I have my trusty old point setter that I got from the Wather switch machines I had. I believe it was the Wather switch machines. And I can just, when I get this into place, on the layout, I just set that right there and boom. I'll usually put a piece of masking tape over it just to keep this in, because sometimes with experience this is kind of popped out on me. But it seems to actually be in there pretty good. So anyways, that'd be that. Stand by. Okay, so I got my hole drilled a little bit more. Moved it over. I might have to tweak it a little bit. I'm not sure. Track is set in. I have a nail right here just to kind of, keep it generally in place. I got the holes taken care of for this, the nail holes. I got the nail clip, track clips on, rail joiners, and we're gonna piece this together, and then I'm gonna mark where I need to cut this. So stand by. All right, so I got it cut, and looks like I gotta shave off just a little bit on this side, and you can tell. Let's see, there's the original hole right here. I can actually pull that out. So there's the original hole. So the other one's got to go over here. But one more issue that might be one more thing that might be an issue is I got to make sure there's nothing under there like a cross member for the layout. So anyways, stay tuned. All right. Excuse me. So I got it in. This is going to be it for tonight, though. The only thing I need to do now, or what's left to do, is, and yes, I use masking tape to cover that hole. These like little, let's see, get my screwdriver. These little tabs right here. I just need to take at least this first one off on both sides of the rail, and on both sides of the track. You see, there's one on the inside. Just gonna pop those off, and then I can get a rail joiner in there. I might do a couple just in case if I need to take, like, say, just this switch out. So, like, worst case scenario, if I have to ever take it out, I could just slide the rail joiner back after I unsolder it, because I will be soldering the rail joiners. And, I could just lift this end up and, pull this out. So, anyways, I'll do that. I'll actually center this, get my new hole, the switch machine, which I do believe I have clearance. so that should be good. And then once these guys are in and secure, you know, I'll take this out, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with this guy. But anyways, that'd be that. So stay tuned for more. Okay, so where I'm at today, I got the 2 switches in. They're in, secure, where I want them. Obviously, I got the pins or the springs taken out from each of them. So this is free rolling. I got my holes drilled, both areas. I did put tape over the hole for right now because I'm gonna paint the track, obviously, and ballast. You know, put some ballast down, let that dry, and as soon as that's dry, I could do my Smale tortoises. And just by chance, I should be able to get to them tomorrow, Sunday. It's Saturday today, so tomorrow's Sunday. Monday, my other 2 Smale tortoises are expected to be in. All right, another thing is I've decided to, instead of taking this whole piece out, I've decided just to cut. You can see where that pin is. So I've decided to just cut this section, obviously. Take that section out. This will go about right there. And then I could just obviously take this piece out, put another stretch here. And that's going to be roughly about an inch scrap piece I'll have to put in. So I could actually take this off, use this for that, and then I'll get another piece for that. And of course, you know, I need another piece for this area. But that's where we're at. Okay, stay tuned. All right, so with a little bit of finagling, I was able to get this section in right here. And I was able to get this guy nice and, well, in place pretty much, just to kind of dry fit it, and we're good. We are good, so that's going to work out. And the angle for this guy going into the industry is really not horrible. It gives it that, you know, rough track, you know, industrial rough track look, which is what I like. So there we have it. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so got this guy all set. Track clips are in. Got it nailed down. I have to tighten those nails a little bit, but throw the switch just fine. Yeah, these guys are all set. You know, I got the track springs out, switch springs or whatever you want to call them. Those are out, holes are drilled. This guy's in place. Let's see here. And I just gotta put my track clips in and drop in another nail, and then I could focus on cutting this piece. All right, stay tuned. Okay, got it all set up in there. All the track clips for the siding here. We're gonna test it out real quick. Raw and uncut, so this really isn't the best. I mean, it's a good locomotive, but it's not the best. So far, so good. Try not to vibrate it too much. Yeah, not too shabby. I think I'd be better off just holding the camera in my hand. Alright. Put some brakes on. Alright, let's go forward. We're at speed step 4. Not bad, not bad. Not too shabby. Alright, stand by. We're going to try the crossover. Alright, so I placed the switches so this way they can cross over from the siding to the main. I decided to take out the tripod. Just makes more sense. And we're at speed step 4 still. Shoving on back. No bull for the crossing. Even though I don't have the lights on yet, so they're not plugged in. Oh, look at that. Okay. Not too shabby. We made it. Made it. That's good. That's good. Alright, so we're going to go forward through the crossing. Speed step 4. Just using the old NC power cab. Alright. Alright, look at that. Beautiful. Well, alrighty then. I'm very happy with it. So my next step now is I'm going to get that piece cut in and pretty much test that, and then I'll paint the track and put some ballast down and get the Smales installed underneath for these 2 brand new switches. And yes, Pico all the way. Atlas, you're okay, but Pico's the way to go if you're trying to, you know, do things, you know, smoothly, I guess. So, anyways, not bashing you, Atlas, but I'll tell you what, you need to kind of step it up some, right? Okay, stand by. Little cat break. Look at Gracie. She's meditating or something. Oh, what are you doing? Alright, so I got that piece in. I tested it out once already. It was, everything seemed to work alright. Let's see what it does on video. So far so good. For the second test, I think we're good. We go forward. Hit the wrong button. Well, that'd be that. All right. Stay tuned. Okay, so this concludes part 2. You gotta check this out a different angle here. It's a nice smooth transition to this crossover. I'm glad I picked these types of switches out prior to match the other side. So it is really a nice smooth transition. But this will conclude part 2. Stay tuned for part 3. Look at that. Look at that. That is nice. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. You take care. Have a good rest of your day or night. And stay safe. Happy modeling. Real Family Inn signing out. Alright, we'll get one more shot of it. Going around the corner. So yeah, this will conclude part 2, and I think probably just one more part 3. It should be the finale. But thanks again, everybody. Take care. Happy modeling. Real Family Inn signing out again.